In 1980, a pretty magical day, I would imagine, getting the call from Jack Lang that you're headed to Cooperstown, and you and Al Kaline made up that class. What does it mean to be a Hall of Famer?
Well, we never thought about it as a player. I mean, we went to Cooperstown occasionally and played in a game prior to the inductions, but we'd go through the museum and what have you. But we never thought about getting into the Hall of Fame. We were having enough problems with winning that particular day, let alone thinking in the future about the Hall of Fame. When I became eligible and saw how many votes I got, I said, well, it looks like I might have a problem getting into the Hall of Fame, because I had about 100 and some votes, and not about half as many as I needed to get into the Hall of Fame. And for some reason, I didn't get another base hit, hit another home run, wasn't on another pennant winner, but every year I seemed to get more votes. And I wasn't a better player than I was the year before. I couldn't understand that. But after, I think it's 9 years or something like that, I got in. Jack called me right here at my home and told me that I got in. And I thanked him, and he said, "Don't thank me." He says, you're the one that needs to be thanked." I said, "You had a great career," and blah, blah, blah. We talked a while, but it was a tremendous thrill, and was frosting on the cake. I very happy to be in the Hall of Fame. I treasure it. I wear my Hall of Fame ring when I go somewhere. And I don't wear my World's Championship rings because they're too valuable, but I wear my Hall of Fame ring. And everybody asks me, "What World's Championship ring is that?" And I say, "Well, that's a Hall of Fame ring." And people really enjoy looking at it. And I can't express my feelings on exactly on what it means to be a Hall of Famer, but it took a while to get there, but doesn't matter, I'm there. And that's the way I feel about Gil. Gil's eventually going to get there, and he's a Hall of Famer in my mind right now. But they're going to wake up and give him enough votes one of these days.
What is your favorite Cooperstown memory?
Well, this isn't any memory as far as baseball is concerned, but Brooks Robinson, we were playing the Baltimore Orioles, a game there, and Drysdale and I and Brooks Robinson came out of the game. We went into the dressing room, and it was in a gymnasium where it had a swimming pool. And we decided that we were going to go in the swimming pool. We didn't have any swimming trunks. So we went in the buff, 3 of us. And pretty soon one of the security people came and told us we had to get out of the swimming pool and go take a shower and get some clothes on. And for some odd reason, that's a big memory of mine about Cooperstown.
Why is, in your opinion, Cooperstown and what it represents relevant to today's game and today's fans of baseball?
That question would be very difficult for me to respond to. I think the Hall of Fame should be difficult to get into. There's no question about that. I don't think that at times that enough research is done by the voters to get people in. I don't see any way that there's a few guys. I voted for Manny Minoso, for example. He played in 6 decades, and to me, he's a Hall of Famer. I just think that there are so many fine hitters. Tony Oliva is one of the best hitters that I have ever seen, and I saw Williams and Musial and DiMaggio and Clemente, and I saw all those great hitters. I saw Mantle and Mays, of course, and to me, there's no reason why Tony Oliva shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. And if people could have been on, if the people that vote could have been on the same team with Gil Hodges and saw what he meant to our ball club and what he did to help us be champions and win pennants, they would vote for him. But I don't think there's enough research, maybe there's not enough available for them to research on. But there should be some way that we can get the word out about these people that they should be in the Hall of Fame. There's several. I had a list of 8 this year, I think, that I had on my list. Some I heard only had 3 guys' names on the list. There should be a better way for us to vote. And if I was smart enough and could diagram it for you, I would, but I'm not that smart. But there should be a better way to get these people into the Hall of Fame and not cheapen it. It shouldn't be cheapened to where just anybody gets into the Hall of Fame. I mean, a lot of people talk about Maury Wills being a Hall of Famer. Well, in 1962, Maury Wills had a Hall of Fame year. There's no question about that. I saw it. Tommy Davis had a better year than Wills had that year. I mean, Tommy Davis got 230 hits, drove in 156 runs, just did everything. There isn't anything he didn't do that year. And Wills got MVP because he broke Ty Cobb's record, this and that. And I'm not knocking Maury Wills, because Maury Wills was a fine ball player. But Tommy Davis was a better player that year. So there should be some way to get our voting more or less in a groove to where people that deserve to be in should be in the Hall of Fame.
What do you enjoy most about going back to Cooperstown?
I enjoy just being around the guys, and it's amazing what you can remember. I mean, you think you've forgotten things, and you see somebody, and all of a sudden something pops into your mind that happened 35 years ago, and you start talking about it like it was yesterday, and you hadn't thought about it in years. And this is the camaraderie with the Hall of Famers is great. I used to really look forward to going there and being with Pee Wee and Drysdale, and they're both gone now, and I really miss both those guys. They were tremendous, not only tremendous baseball players, but tremendous people, and very deservedly belong in the Hall of Fame. But it's just a fun time. It's something to look forward to.
And our last question today, Duke. You'll be participating in the Hall of Fame's first fantasy camp ever this October. If you had one baseball fantasy that you had the opportunity to relive or to live, experience for the first time, what would it be?
Well, talking first about the fantasy camp, I hope that whoever assigns the players to our team, Carl Erskine is going to assist me, and Carl is so good with in these fantasy camps with the fantasy campers that I'm really happy to have him as he's really going to be the manager of the ball club, but I just would like to be assigned some real decent players. I'd like to win that. Other fantasies, of course, I really don't have any. You know, you think about it, if you had your career to do all over again, would you do it any different? There's certain things that I would do different. I think I have a better attitude now than I had at times when I played. I had a short fuse, and I took it out on myself an awful lot. My adversities, my bad days, I took out on myself, punished myself for being so lousy, and I think I would have a better outlook on some of that now than I did then. And I don't say that it would make me a better player, but I'm sure there'd be some better numbers if you're a numbers person. I'm not, but I still wanted to win. And that was the most important thing. Win the game. No matter what it took, win the game.
Duke, thank you for your time. This has been a real pleasure.
Thank you.